So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, can he get onto this? Can he spark a counter here? That's a little off target. Moved on forwards. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. DiMarco makes the interception. Vinicius Junior gets into some space. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Okay, interesting. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Haaland. That has been slung wide.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Alvarez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's a key interception. Partey. That's a pretty loose pass. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Quality ball.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now the finish! Goal! Japan! The breakthrough strike!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Thuram. Plenty. Thuram! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Japan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Japan are sitting... he's given it away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now the breakaway. Ball's gone out of play. "30 minutes gone." Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, no joy this time. Thuram is herring after that one. Mbappe. DiMarco. Japan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Mbappe. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Konate. It's Bellingham. Partey.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Thuram. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Alvarez. Mbappe. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Japan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Bellingham, and he's been shifted off it. He's through here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Thuram. Alvarez has it out wide and in space. Alvarez's cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
And here's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Alvarez. Passing nice and neat. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Good read, needed to be. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Vietnam finding their passes. Now it's Mbappe. Caught offside that time. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played back in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mbappe! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe certainly could have and should have made more of that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Thuram wins the duel this time. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! João Neves has a look and plays it forward. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Japan still have the cards to affect this game. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Danger averted for now. 75 minutes played. Now it's De Bruyne. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. He's got away. Time and again they are repelled. Rodri, and he's had it nicked away. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's hoisted clear. And they've got a throw. Nuno Mendes. Plays the ball back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Matheus Cunha.
This is what good chemistry is all about. That was well played, well stopped.
Japan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. He has found the way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And De Bruyne! And here's Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted. De Bruyne gets rid without sophistication. And he's managed to get rid. And that is as far as it goes. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Oh, shooting chance! Japan are looking to break at pace. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. DiMarco. Bellingham. Great hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So, a breakthrough already. Partey. Osimhen. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Partey. Now it's Vinicius Junior. There's the hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's quick to get it clear again. Bellingham. Oh, there's a probing ball. Thuram. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Threads one in. He's in, surely! Bellingham!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Can he finish? He's scored! Japan are level!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
DiMarco clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Well, it's a move of great promise.
He's got the shot away! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. So, what can they make of this? Bellingham. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a great pick out. Alvarez. And that's really well manoeuvred. Osimhen. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, terrible pass. Thuram! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bellingham, and he's cut it out. Mbappe. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Alvarez. Mbappe. Look at this great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's nice. Mbappe! There's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Played back in. Alvarez! Goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vietnam take the lead. Alvarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Bellingham. Mbappe. Alvarez. Thuram. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's a sharp pass. Alvarez. Here's Rodri. Oh, this looks sharp. Partey, who does have an assist to his name, pinches it off him. Great position here, and a shot! He's got away with one there.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
That's a shade optimistic. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Little pass back. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's away. Real chance!
Japan are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he cuts out the supply.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's in plenty of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thuram. Rodri. Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Tries a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Thuram. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. He can get that clear. And here's Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. It's Bellingham. Konate gets good distance on it. And he was alert to it.
Japan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Haaland. Japan looking to pass their way through. Now the ball's gone astray. Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Japan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, what a climb! He has done it! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. Japan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus and they've got to fancy their chances of pinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
He's in a good... He's had a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Japan complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes. Osimhen! He's done very well to get to that.
Osimhen actually didn't.
That's that, the end. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Musiala picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And there's green grass ahead of him. The ball's gone astray. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going...
Alvarez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Opts to play it back, and he's gone backward here. Rodri, another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Osimhen. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Alvarez. João Neves. Bellingham. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. That's going to go a long way. João Neves. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Back into the middle. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Osimhen. João Neves. Love shapes to shoot! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Di Marco.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Terrific header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away. Nuno Mendes takes aim and crosses. Konate gets it away. Barella. And he was quick to react. Osimhen. Osimhen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, tries a shot!
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Konate. Barella. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Di Marco with the short one. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Wood. Alvarez. Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
João Neves. Oh, what a climb! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Wood. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Mbappe. Big chance! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Mbappe gets his pass away. Wood. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham. Vietnam can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's through here. And the finish! Yes! And surely that settles it. Simplicity itself.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Wood. Oh, he's bustling through. He's got the shot away! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Partey. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Partey was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
And a shot! Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. No way through, so back it comes. Barella. João Neves has created one goal already. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And that's another throw. Musiala. Rodri. Ruben Dias deals with that comfortably. Japan are looking to break at pace. Just about up to 75 minutes. Musiala tries making a foray down the right. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ferran Torres. Played out towards the right wing.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Floated through. He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Quality ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Haaland pinches it off him. Bellingham. He's played him through. Taken back almost at once. Skims one in. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. Barella. Just eases him off the ball. Rodri. And it's Messi. Now it's Ferran Torres.
Might want to be careful there.
Ferran Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bellingham into the box. Danger averted for now. So what can they make of this? Now it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Ruben Dias. Ferran Torres. Musiala. Musiala finds himself offside. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Bellingham. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the number on the board is 3. And he's surging through. Partey.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Japan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Alvarez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well timed, excellent interception. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but...
Great hit! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Alvarez. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Chance! Rodri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Branthwaite gets across to intercept that.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's had a shot! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Oh, shooting chance! Ndika can get it clear. And a shot! And more and more and more! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's gone backward here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He is Alvarez! And he's following up! Out of play for a throw. Engages and forces him off the ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. Alvarez gets into some space.
Well played and well cleared. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. DiMarco. It's Bellingham. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Branthwaite did well to stay calm there. Could move up a gear here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Valverde. Japan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now can he find... Shot a goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Thuram. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alvarez. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And they can counter here. Mbappe. Japan finding their passes. They're urging him to shoot. Not the most accurate pass. Alvarez. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return. And I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Japan utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. He's through and all. Mbappe! He's scored! and so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Japan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. Matheus Cunha. Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's had a hit! It's a goal! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bellingham. Alvarez. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's through here. Bellingham. Matheus Cunha. Musiala. Partey. Alvarez. Matheus Cunha. Musiala. Can he put it away?
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line.
And the shot! Sticks it away! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. They're still trying to make a game of this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Thuram! Oh, taken with style! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Japan are having a ball here. Vietnam have their second corner now. DiMarco plays it short. Turns and goes back. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Ndika kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Sunset. He won't be happy with that one. Musiala. Good spot, he's seen the run. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Vietnam have their third corner. DiMarco goes short. Brilliantly cut out. DiMarco tries a shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's had it nicked away. 5 minutes left on the clock. Mbappe! And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Sunset. Rice.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has found the way through. Thuram! It's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and
Alvarez! And he's following up!
these early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. No, he's not getting his way this time. And here's the chance to counter. And he welcomes it in. Thuram! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he put it away? So, just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent hit! Now that is commitment to the cause. Japan with the corner. They're first. He's got tall! And he's gone looking for safety. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they've got it again. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Nuno Mendes. Rice. And here's Thuram. Bellingham. Musiala. Oh, that's fabulous. Pinches it off him. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe. Thuram. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Partey. Great ball if he can get there.
This is what good chemistry is all about. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Defending of the desperate variety. Nuno Mendes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sunset. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Mbappe.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that's a superb pass. Lovely feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Sunset. Oh, important interception. Japan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, super fine. Mbappe! It's in! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Partey. Here's Matheus Cunha. Oh, good ball! That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Sunset. Bellingham. And we've reached half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Japan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Big chance! He scores! The second half sparks straight into life.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Thuram. Alvarez. Thuram. Rice. Nuno Mendes. Japan finding their passes. Real chance! Sticks it away!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And now he has two. Japan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Rice. Sunset. That's a shade optimistic. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nuno Mendes. It's a throw-in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Matheus Cunha. Sunset. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alvarez. Valverde. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco makes the interception. Araujo. And here's Thuram. Musiala. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Musiala. Ruben Dias. Japan are looking to break at pace. Matheus Cunha. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that has been clubbed away. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Konate cuts it out. The ball has bounced loose now. Musiala. Partey. And it's Van Dijk. That's a sharp pass. Valverde.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Sunset. Matheus Cunha. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Alvarez. Alvarez! And more and more and more. And surely that settles it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So now the difference is 3. Van Dijk. And he's let fly. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Japan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.